Hi, my name is James Wooten, and today I'm going to be going over the k-means algorithm and kind of walk you through step by step what that entails. So the k-means clustering algorithm is not very complicated, and you'll see here why. So the first step is just determining the number of clusters that you want in your model, and then calculating all the data points. Once that's done, you're going to randomly place the centroids from C1 to CK, where, as I mentioned before, K is the number of clusters that you want. And then once you have that done, you're just going to do a loop here. And this loop is going to run until you have convergence or you've reached the maximum number of iterations. So once you've reached convergence, all that means is you're not switching data points from one cluster to another, and then it's been definitively selected into one group, and it's not going back and forth. So inside of this loop, for every single data point that you have, you're going to find the nearest centroid and assign it. And then for every cluster, you're going to select a new centroid from the mean of all the new points in that cluster. And what that's going to do is going to check to see if there's any reassignment within the model, and if there is not, then you have reached convergence. And if it has, but you've reached the maximum number of iterations, then that algorithm is going to end. So like I said, not super complicated and pretty easy to implement. So just real quickly going over the time complexity. The time complexity, as you see here, is nk, I, and d. And that's just going to be a linear time complexity where you have n as the number of points, k as the number of clusters, number of iterations, and the number of attributes. And space complexity is very similar. So here, and this is within the vector model, so you're going to have a number of clusters multiplied by the number of centroids, and then m is your number of dimensions inside the vector space. So that's everything for the algorithm, and hopefully that was helpful.